What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. In today's video we are checking out the latest ROG device from Doogee called the S97 Pro. Like most ROG devices that we've been seeing from Doogee over the past few years, this phone is shockproof and waterproof. So this phone will survive certain drops, but if you do drop it the wrong way, there is a good chance that the screen will still break. But if you do have the phone in water, nothing will happen to it. So you could take showers with it if that's what you want. The phone is powered by the MediaTek Helio G95 that's paired with 8 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. And for those of you that like benchmark scores, this device gets an Antutu benchmark score of just over 250,000. And with a score like that, you kind of know that the device will perform well for pretty much any application that you're gonna be using with it. The phone can also take an SD card, so on the left hand side here we have the slot for the SIM card, so this phone can take 2 SIM cards at the same time or a SIM card and an SD card at the same time. Looks wise, well, the phone looks like most ROG devices that we've been seeing over the past 3-4 years, so we do have a lot of plastic. We have some type of rubberized plastic. On the corners here, on the sides, we have some metallic plates. On the left hand side here we have a customizable button and another button that I'm not sure what you can do with it because I haven't found any options in the phone for the second button on the side. And on the other side of the phone we have the volume buttons, the power button and a fingerprint scanner. The fingerprint scanner does seem to work pretty good. It takes about half a second from the time you touch it till the screen gets unlocked. The phone also supports face unlocking if you don't want to use that fingerprint scanner. At the top here we have a laser rangefinder. So there is an app on the phone and you can point the phone at the building or at something and it will tell you the exact distance from the phone to that particular object. So this could come in handy if you are into construction and you're using the phone for work basically. At the bottom we have a USB-C charging port that's covered by a rubber flap. And we also have the holes for the speaker, so that is the only speaker available. And even though the speaker gets quite loud, it's still one speaker overall. So no other holes for any other speaker. And at the top here on the front, we don't have a second speaker. I guess this is a quick example so you can hear how that speaker at the bottom sounds like. On the back of the phone we have a variety of cameras as well. We have the main camera, we have an ultra-wide camera, we have a macro camera and another camera that's used for portrait mode pictures. And of course on the front of the device we have the selfie camera. Now, like most budget-friendly phones, if you do have plenty of light, the pictures will turn out quite decent. Of course, they're not going to be as good as the pictures that you're going to get from a Samsung Galaxy S21 or an iPhone 12. But for a budget-friendly phone, I feel that the daytime pictures do look quite decent. Now, as soon as it gets dark, the picture quality decreases quite a lot, even though we do have a night mode available in there. But the picture quality is not anywhere as good as you'd get from a flagship. But for daytime pictures, good enough, I'm gonna say. Moving on to the front of the device, here we have a 6.4 inches IPS panel that has a 720p resolution. Now, in 2021, getting an IPS panel with a 720p resolution, I kind of find it unacceptable. You can find a lot of budget phones that have AMOLED screens with a higher resolution. So for Doogee's flagship for this year, because the S97 Pro is kind of like their flagship, they should have definitely included a better screen on this phone. At least the screen gets brighter than most other ROG devices that I've seen in the past. So at least that's a good thing because you can still see it outside in direct sunlight. But yes, I wish the resolution would have been higher and a better quality screen basically would have been nice to have. Moving on to some better things about it, well, inside it we have an 8500 mAh battery that will keep the phone going for a couple of days and about 10 to 12 hours of screen on time. So pretty decent battery life on this device. It also supports 33 watt fast charging, so it only takes a couple of hours to charge this from 0 to 100, and there is a fast charger that comes in the box. And on top of that, it also supports wireless charging, 10 watt wireless charging, so it will take a while if you charge it wirelessly. Performance-wise, just as I was expecting, the S97 Pro does well for pretty much anything that you're gonna do. And you kind of know that when you get an Antutu score of over 150,000, the phone will perform well. So it doesn't matter if you're scrolling through your Facebook feed or writing a text message or even playing games, the phone will do good for anything. Of course, it's not gonna be as fast as the Samsung Galaxy S21, but this is not a slow phone by any means. There is also an NFC chip inside it, and that means that you're going to be able to make payments to the phone using Google Pay. I've also tried the GPS unit in it, and it takes about 3 to 5 seconds to find your locations, so using any navigation app shouldn't be an issue. Of course, we have a variety of bands, so this phone can be used in most places in this world, and we do have a lot of sensors that are available. To quickly conclude this video, the Doogee S97 Pro is pretty much an average phone that's just like all the other rugged phones that we've been seeing over the past 3 years, I'm gonna say. So nothing that special about this one. Sure, we have that laser rangefinder, that's something that I haven't seen on any other phone, but is that enough to make you buy this phone? It is entirely up to you. So overall, this is a pretty average phone. It is a decent phone, but pretty average and nothing spectacular about it. I wish to have had dual speakers, maybe a 3.5mm audio jack, and so much more. And a 1080p screen would have been nice as well. Alright guys, hopefully this video was useful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.